Hello there, people. Welcome back to the EagleBite 83 channel, where the past never dies. I'm, of course, your host, EagleBite, and since we beat Starbound yesterday, I am going to take a little bit of a detour from playing games, because next week we're going into console week, and because it's Thursday today and Friday tomorrow, I don't really feel like I have that much of a motivation playing games, because I don't want to start anything that is just going to be on hold next week anyway. So we're going to progress with something else that we started and we're in the midst of, and also which is like an everlasting ongoing thing, and that is going to be roleplay review. Last time we did a roleplay review, we did Blood Ties episode 26, which was the trip. Excuse me, just need to clear my throat. In episode 26, we could see how Robin Burley, played by me, had to make his own journey a little bit, just to clear his head and try to forgive himself for letting his brother down. And it ended basically... Oh, well, he did try some questionable substances. I remember actually having really fun editing that. And then it ended with him coming back to Burleyville and basically making up with his brother. So we find the Burley brothers now where they left off, and where, you know, the mutant attack happened, but wait, there we go. The mutant attack happened in episode 25, Double Trouble, and then we dealt with the aftermath in episode 26. Now comes episode 27, which also was kind of a fun one, but for different reasons. When Robin goes out again to try to find this mysterious, very famous and infamous Skylar, whom everybody have name-dropped to the Burley brothers on their quest for revenge against Warlock. Skylar is apparently a very major player in the story on the server. So we thought it would be one of our big objectives to try and find Skylar, talk to her, and see what she could tell us about Warlock, tell us about, you know, the overarching story of the server, like her perspective. So we are going to go into episode 27. Let me just set it up here real quick. There we go. Yeah, I think this is all we need. Pretty much. Okay, good. So let's switch over and let's start episode 27, Skylar. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Okay, we have... Entire Burleyville is now enclosed. This is great. Just a little bit concerned for this, though. But... But the entire Burleyville is now enclosed. Not that that really mattered, because I think there was still like rules people had to follow if they were gonna break in. Though I do think we actually had a few break-ins. I know one gazebo was stolen at one point. All right, never mind. Let's keep going. But yeah, this is where we actually have we're almost we've finalized like our perimeter, so to speak. Yeah, give me the news.
So, it does look like Duskar is still there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I walked through. I didn't see that much of a difference. I still saw a lot of, doors with code locks. Nothing out of the unusual. It's pretty dead though. Only 2 people up.
Oh yeah. We're dealing with the aftermath of the mutant attack. The mutants had killed a lot of people at New Duskar. And I think I don't remember if Arthur had been killed at this time. Not sure. But yeah, basically New Duskar is recuperating right here. Not right here, but at this time.
There. And I got talking about them and talking to them, trying to find out what happened. And so they tell me, dun dun dun, Arthur totally did light out. He lit out. I saw the note, and I thought maybe it could have been a prank by somebody, fucking with the rest of Duskar. But according to Sav and the other guy, a lot of people did actually pack up and just fucking disappeared.
Right. I remember this. After that mutant attack, I think Arthur and somebody else, that girl that I met in the last episode when I was at New Duskar, they were part of the ruling council. Arthur was like sort of the head of the ruling council, I think, or maybe he was like the only one really calling the shots. But they were both like pretty high up in New Duskar's hierarchy. And right here at this time, after this mutant attack, the rumor around the mill was that Arthur and that woman and possibly a few others had just left. They just bolted. They abandoned New Duskar. So right now, New Duskar is in a little bit of it's in flux. We're not really sure what they are going to do, who's going to take over, if they're going to become a completely new colony or not, Thus, history repeats itself.
Yeah, it does look
that way. Episode 27. Skylar. Juliana Anderson. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Talk later. All right. It is the big day. Big day? Oh, thank you for the Enduro helmets. I'm gonna just gear up. Oh, it's the big day. This was the day when we were going to Area 42. We were going to Area 42 for the first time to raid it, because that place that's like one of the few places that have like the highest tier loot. And I had never been there, and I don't think Maddie had been there either, or Rory. So yeah, this was actually interesting. I'll be good to go. It was a couple of days after the leadership of New Duskar had collapsed, and Rory and I were finally going to pay a visit to the infamous Area 42, located on a fortified island 1 mile or so east of the East Harbor Field Hospital. The events which had transpired the last week had been tumultuous, and we felt like we needed to step up our game in regards to gear, so we figured we'd give it a shot, see what we could find. Rory chucked me Jimmy Jack's old Enduro helmet, as he knew that I wanted to save up on authentic protective gear, but I could not in good conscience leave Clarabelle at home this day. The fears and tension of the last couple of days had demanded combat readiness, and for once I decided to risk bringing her out in the field. With a freaking Enduro helmet.
shit.
I remember that. That scared the shit out of me. Like, legit. I wasn't acting or anything. I'm like, whoa. Because we ran straight past a group of zombies that we didn't even know were there. We had no idea they were there. And then they were screaming in our ears. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, you know?
Just run.
Dude, if this was nighttime, we would be fucking
Yeah.
dead. What the fuck, man?
The journey took half a day on foot, but at last we arrived at the bridge leading to East Harbor, the headquarters of the Army Medical Corps for Deer Isle, which connected to Area 42 through a second bridge on the far side. A field hospital had been set up here during the early days of the fall, but as it had quickly been overrun with infected, East Harbor had gone into lockdown, and a lot of the medical equipment was still littering the place. As such, this was a good place to find remedies for all kinds of infections. It was sort of an entree for any treasure hunter to pick through before reaching the main course of military ordnance at Area 42 proper.
Okay.
Influenza cure.
Oh, really? Oh, we're gonna need those things.
Yeah, we get the cures here. I just got a couple.
Like all those cures and stuff. We don't have jack when it comes to that.
Right now, we're still on the first island. And the first island, I think, was still restricted. Like, you still had to initiate in order to do hostile gameplay. But once you get to Area 42, like the outer island, that's where it's like a free-for-all. That's where you can just shoot on sight.
Oh man, this makes me nervous.
I know.
That's intimidating as fuck.
I know.
He's, like, Medi's scared here because we're just walking. Basically, this was because I wanted to get good footage of us walking here. But he agreed. Medi was always good at like taking direction. But he's also like a PvPer, so he was a little bit nervous here. He's like, "Oh, this is perfect for an ambush. You know, snipers everywhere." I mean, yeah, we're still in the restricted area, but still, you can still have rule breakers here, you know?
We had no visual contact with unknowns, and we hadn't heard any gunshots yet. But despite this, Rory's nervousness was rubbing off on me, and we decided to leg it through the halfway tunnel towards the second bridge. Good thing too, because debris had been propped up in here, which could make for good ambush points. We didn't see anyone, but I still got very uncomfortable.
Check this out. How close are we? Oh my god, we're not even listening.
No, we have the bridge and everything.
What the fuck is all this shit?
Yeah, this area turned out to be much larger than either of us thought it would be.
Oh my god.
And then we arrived at the bridge.
Bro,
Yeah.
I got a really ugly feeling about it.
Oh yeah,
I know.
that bridge was long.
The bridge was longer than we had expected, taking us across a long stretch of water completely exposed. Halfway across, we came upon a shipwreck which had managed to crash into the bridge in a spectacular fashion, probably during the Red Week, a name given by the final news broadcast to mark the end of the world. On the other side of the wreck, we could just make out Area 42 in the distance.
I gotta eat some.
Now, mind you, we're approaching a PvP area on a bridge and we're completely exposed. This is a vulnerable approach. There could be people with snipers over there just camping.
Getting a little bit nerve-wracking here now. But you're right. We haven't heard any gunshots or anything. I would guess that it's actually pretty clean over there.
It's the only approach, though. This bridge is the only approach.
Oh my god, dude, there's so many places people could be looking at us
Try not to be as paranoid as you are right now.
Everything, every tactical sense of my body is rebelling against everything we're doing right now.
I know.
Of course, there's a pretty good chance that we'll be alone, but
Yeah.
I'll see if there's a gate. If there's any open gates or anything like that, that's gonna set up the fucking.
Yeah, we had basically picked the proper time, like when most people there would be asleep, like when most people would be off the server. I think that was basically my morning, Medi's late night or something like that. I don't know, I don't remember, but something like that.
I got you.
At last we set foot in Area 42. This place had reputedly been a restricted old-world Black Ops staging facility, and after the fall, it was one of the main hotspots where scavengers went to search for military-grade weaponry and equipment. However, visiting this treasure trove was not without risk, as people had been reported shot on sight by opportunistic marauders who sought to claim as much loot for themselves as possible.
Oh, I finally got a locker. 4-door military locker. Thank you. Check the left wing.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, this area is like that. This area was chock full with stuff, good stuff.
Let me go here and take a gander. This is much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah.
Let's just stick together while we do this.
Yeah.
Deer Isle is really a cool place. I think it's my favorite DayZ map.
Me neither.
It did appear like we were lucky enough to be the only people here for the moment. The more time we could spend looting unchallenged, the better gear we would be coming away with. Still, the longer we dwelled in Area 42, the greater the risk.
Okay, that's how we get in.
Armored helmet, MVS. I'm gonna switch them for the Enduro.
Good choice.
I'm sure Uncle Jimmy Jack wouldn't have minded his favorite nephew increasing the odds of staying safe. And speaking
Favorite nephew, you know.
of safety, in our concern for being ambushed by sharpshooters, we had totally neglected the presence of the dead. A fact which would come back to bite us in the ass.
Zombies.
Okay, oh shit. Oh.
Top over this. Keep them moving. Oh shit.
Yeah, this
Okay.
might not be...
Oh my god. They're everywhere.
And the thing is, the reflex, the instinct, is to gun down, the threats. Shoot the one that's coming for me or chasing Rory. But if you do that, you draw the attention of every zombie for across the entire island, So that's why we're not shooting here.
Oh dude, they just ran through that fence.
That's sort of standard practice in DayZ.
Oh yeah, he did too.
We were fully...
If you can use melee to survive, use that before you use any firearms. Of course, if you're in a PvP fight, that's different. That's probably when you want to use firearms more than melee. But when it comes to fighting zombies, it's the reverse.
Be aware that military zombies, for whatever government-sponsored steroid reason, would be impossible to gun down without significant risk to both safety and ammunition supply. So we chose to attempt to evade them instead.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to lock them away somewhere.
I gotcha. Oh, fuck. Fuck! Stop that. Go away.
I was usually so good at that, lock
Those are civilians.
Closing the
We should be
door.
able to pass them without any problem. Yeah, okay, they're only civilians. They're prisoners, actually. They have prison garb.
Yeah, I think there was, I don't remember now, but I think there was some difference between some of the zombies. Like the military zombies, the police zombies, prison guard zombies. I think any type of zombie that was like a defensive type class was a zombie that could run. Whereas civilian zombies could only walk on Survivalist. Survivalists.
I've made it into the tents that I saw before. Plate carrier. A lot of plate carriers, assault boots. Why have I not exchanged my press vest yet?
Deciding to wrap it up after having found a decent amount of gear, I attempted to rendezvous with Rory and head back across the bridge. However, I had too many of the undead creepers after me. At the entrance, I managed to scamper up in a guard tower.
All
I switched
right.
on my radio and told Rory where I was.
This is so good. I'm going up a guard tower because I'm being chased up there by zombies. So I'm trying to wait for Rory. And what does Rory come dragging when he comes along? Zombies as well.
I've got the perfect place to see, like, the break in the bridge. I'm keeping my gun trailed at that. Though, I'm completely unaware as about what's going on around me.
Oh my god.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, let's just fucking book it. I'm coming. I'm about to be passing the front. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot.
Well, that's up to girls to decide. Yeah, I see. I see. I see it. I'm coming down.
Oh my god, they jumped right over. Fuck.
He's got zombies on him too.
Okay, go for the bridge then. I'm allowing you to pass.
Oh, be careful. You're running down those stairs. I'm bleeding. I have to go back up. I have to go back up.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Be careful when you go back down the stairs. It will launch you.
Okay.
Actually, I see you. God damn it, that's what I was going to go to here.
He's going for a tower as well.
Sure.
So now we're both in towers.
Fucking zombie cunts.
Well, we were now both up in the towers. I was about to start shooting the infected beneath Rory's tower when I heard him apparently making another go at it, as the creepers in a strange uniform behavior had scattered outwards when Rory disappeared out of reach.
Alright, I'm going down again.
You good?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
okay.
Good. The stairs there?
I gotta run too.
Oh, fuck you. Dude, that zombie went flying. I don't know why. I'm on the bridge. I'm going left.
Alright, yeah, I'm going right side.
I'd take the left side with the fucking...
Okay.
with the,
I get
cars
it.
and shit.
I think that would be the best bet. Oh my god, he's hitting me?
Keep moving.
Fuck! You're gonna need...
I didn't actually expect that because he was so far behind me. Not super far, but like he was out of reach. I think the zombies' range, hitbox range, had increased here.
Get inside a building somewhere.
I think we can jump this right here.
They were increased on this server, basically.
The zombies can't jump that.
Gotcha.
Why? They couldn't jump over there. Interesting.
Okay. Oh, you're good? Okay.
My health is still going down.
Yeah, you got a wound infection, I would believe.
Do you have any medicine on you?
I have medicine, but I don't have the alcoholic tincture. That's what you need to get rid of that. Alright, test your blood, because I know my blood already. And it could be a good idea to keep a steady reserve of blood, if we are compatible.
Wound infection moderate. I am O positive.
I'm also O positive. Perfect.
Early bro.
Turns out we actually are brothers, you know?
Brothers, high five.
High five. This track is probably heavily used by people from Salvation and the Riders.
Yeah, probably is.
We left East Harbor heading north along the disused train tracks, fully intent on circling around and come back down into Waldoboro through the woods. I couldn't really believe it. We'd gotten away scot-free. I had been concerned that we would have been forced to fight whatever ragtag band of survivors who'd gotten there first, but apparently, this evening no one had bothered. And yet again, Clarabelle was left unsullied.
For our first foray into Area 42, we did good tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit.
Yeah, and I didn't even lose Clarabelle. Thank God. I still haven't, like, fired once at another person.
Sort of my ammo.
You poor thing. Hold on. And... there we go.
Alright.
My baby brother.
Hey, Lucas.
That should keep me until we at least present back.
This gives me deja vu of, like, when we were kids and I had to take care of you. You know?
Oh my god. Oh my god, yes.
Remember the cough medicine?
Yeah.
Here comes the plane. Open up the hangar.
Oh my god, no.
With the creepers long gone and our journey home cut out for us, Rory told me about an encounter he'd had earlier that day.
Ran to Alex Woods earlier at Descar.
Oh?
Yeah, Alex Woods. I don't think we ever saw him after that. Well, Rory apparently did, but I never saw him again. This was like the last time I ever saw him on Survivalists.
Yeah?
Well,
I didn't know who he was at first, and he didn't know who I was. And he's like, "Hey, you, like, white armband guy, and what the fuck you are?" You're like, he's, pretty short with me. I guess
oh.
he's just being Alex,
Probably
And,
don't like white
yeah,
armbands.
Yeah. I realized that, all the arbiters were there, like, hanging out. A lot of them, anyway. I didn't realize that he was who he was. He had, like, this really long clown mask on with a long nose, and I called him Penis Face Mask.
Ooh.
He's like, "What the fuck did you say?"
Oh, not Alex
And someone
Woods.
was like, yeah, but he was like, someone said, like, "Hey, Ro," he's like, "Oh, you're one of the Burleys." He's like, "Why did you say so, man? I didn't mean to be, rude to you."
That's actually really cool. Everybody liked us. If they knew it was us, they were like, "Hey, it's the Burley brothers!" Hey, But I never knew it would come to that, especially with the arbiters, who were like, they did kind of what they how they pleased. They did whatever they wanted,
And then Rory dropped a bomb on me.
Oh, they gave me a gift.
They did? The Arbiters?
Yep.
What
It
was
was a
that?
charred, severed arm, blackened.
Okay. It's an interesting gift.
I was gonna save it. Yeah, I was gonna save it for you. It was the arm of Jose.
Wow, wait, what?
Yep, that is right. Jose was killed by the arbiters, I think.
Yeah, they caught and killed and butchered Jose.
Finally.
Oh, so he's actually dead now.
Oh yeah, they fucking cut him up.
Holy
Now,
shit.
I was gonna give it to you, but I ran into a couple lamplighters, so I sent Cameron's. They told me Cameron was alive and well, so I sent. His
And that's
holster,
too.
his,
Oh
revolver back to him.
shit.
So I sent him the severed arm of Jose. I was gonna say it to you, but it seemed more appropriate.
Jose was finally dead? It was all over? Cameron? Cameron was alive? I felt overjoyed and so relieved to finally hear that Cameron had been found alive and well. I was so happy. All this time, I'd felt so incredibly bad for what I felt was a failure to help him when he had needed it the most. But I knew now that he had managed to survive, and the Arbiters had yet again shown us some goodwill. A very brutal form of it, by mutilating the very man who had caused all the trouble in the first place, and opted to give us one of his body parts.
It's actually really fun that the arbiters were on our side. We were like the civilized, very kind to everybody. We were like the little family that didn't really mean any harm to anybody. And then the arbiters, this big group of PvPers who were like really kind of they could rob people and everything, and they started like protecting us almost. That was so much fun.
It just goes to show, I suppose, don't fuck with whomever the Arbiters consider their friends. Things wouldn't end up well for you. I exhaled a sigh of relief. Cameron's whereabouts right now were unknown, but I settled for the fact that he had indeed survived.
Little.
It was interesting because I had no idea where that storyline would go. I hadn't really. The last thing we knew was that Cameron disappeared right before the mutant attack happened. So I had no idea what had happened to Cameron. Jose could have executed him for all I knew. But here I finally, Robin, my character, finally was made aware that Cameron had survived.
And even more news.
So yeah, you know how Arthur left, right?
Say again.
You know how Arthur left? Like Duskar?
He left Duskar and didn't look back. With some people.
Yeah, he took him and his followers. They all went up to north of Waldeboro.
All right.
But yeah, Sav, he left. He went on and joined Lamplight because the Salty Cougar absorbed Duskar. It's now Cougar Town.
Cougar Town.
Wait, it's called Cougar Town?
Cougar Town, yep.
And the thing is here, I'm not laughing because of Cougar Town, the TV show or anything. I'm laughing because, like I said in the last episode, with episode 26, Cougar Town was sort of almost like my suggestion. And I just name dropped it as a suggestion. I didn't even know they were going to take it or adopt it. So I was like, wait, that's exactly what I suggested, yeah?
Okay. Okay, well that...
Alright. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but I told you so.
I suspect that you'll still maintain neutrality in the West.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm going straight up to my house.
do that. Thanks for today, bro.
Yeah, I'll
Good-
see you later.
Good run. Have a good night, man.
Good night.
Good night.
Neutrality. So let's take a tally. Cougar Town, former New Duskar, they were neutral. Neutral meeting ground for people. Riders were sort of the big bosses on the server, but they didn't really do that much. At least that I could see. Sanctuary... No, Salvation was the relocation of Sanctuary. They were, I guess, trying to work against the mutants. Lamplight were definitely anti-mutant. They hated the mutants. Same with the Arbiters. The Lamplight and the Arbiters hated the mutants. And then you had the mutants and Warlock's mutant faction, who were trying to change humanity and give us the serum that would change us into mutants. And of course you had like other factions like Bastion, although I hadn't heard that much of Bastion at this moment in time for a long while actually. Suck my toe. Okay.
The following day, I decided to pack some stuff and check out what was now called Cougar Town. After the flag of New Duskar had officially been replaced by the banner of the Salty Cougar, it was my understanding that the commander of the settlement was now none other than Skylar, and for the third or fourth time now, I wanted to see if I could get a hold of her. I'd heard over the radio that there were a lot of people up there right now, so, all things being equal, there was a fair chance that I might be able to spot her finally and talk to her about our plans.
Yeah, because we were still trying to open up a shop or open up a business, and we wanted to have sort of like a storefront, I think, in Cougar Town. But we needed her permission, because if the Salty Cougar had taken over stewardship of the town, then Skylar, I mean, she was the head of the Salty Cougar, so we needed to talk to her. But everybody wanted to talk to Skylar. Everybody, like, oh, where's Skylar? Skylar's there. Skylar's there. Like, everybody, you'll see what happens. So fucking annoying.
Hey there, buddy.
Hello there.
Just grabbing a drink.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Did you recognize the voice? In case you didn't, that's the Banana Man.
Mr. FBI man.
Yes,
What's your name?
Jones.
Oh, alright.
Jones.
You with the highwayman?
Yeah.
Alright.
What's your name?
I'm Robin Burley. Nice to meet you.
I feel like we've met a couple times. I'm trying to recall when.
The Banana Man was wearing an armband with a cowboy hat, the symbol of the highwayman.
I'm Jones. I'm the leader.
Oh.
Yeah. I found I don't know if I ever fucking Jesus Christ. I don't know if I ever showed.
He's a very special kind of person, isn't he?
As I realized who he was, I chose not to say anything. Jones seemed to be stable at the moment. Having him revert to his Banana Man persona was not a good idea if I wanted solid information out of him.
Yeah, so you know what's going on here? There's a lot of people here right now.
Word is the lady named Lucy was like flipping out, saying Skylar was a mutant or some shit. Oh, that's her right there. And I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this guy.
Everybody seemed to be a little bit out there right now.
An odd silence settled where we just looked at each other. It would appear that whatever caused the mysterious Banana Man syndrome was catching.
Yeah, there's a few people. We're all just kind of hanging out.
All right. You know where Skylar is right now?
She's the one who just yelled about Ivan. Last I saw, she was over here. If you want to follow me.
All right. Well, there's a
If you
lot of
ask
people.
right in that crowd, you'll find her. I'm sure they were just talking. Oh, she's right there, green parka.
Oh. Hey there.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Robin. What's yours?
My name is Duke. I'm looking for two men. Go by Sam and Frick. Do you know any of them?
Nope. Can't say that I do. Wait, Duke, didn't I meet you like a couple of days ago? You had like a orange armbands.
Yeah.
Alright, well, nice to meet you again then. You were getting lockers from, like, Arthur, I think.
Oh, yes. That's the last time I spoke to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I gather this place is under new management now.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Alright.
I think this Duke guy had joined these guys that are standing here with him. I think he was part of a group now, and they're not really that talkative.
You looking to trade anything?
No, I'm
Need
actually...
anything? Need any
I'm-
jobs done?
looking for Skylar. I wanted to talk to her. I've never met her before, so I feel like
I will bring her to you for a box of nails.
I don't have any nails on me, unfortunately.
I'm just kidding. Follow me.
Okay.
Hey, Skylar, you up here?
Duke and his boys escorted me around town until we came upon the leading entourage, and I at long last was finally able to approach Skylar. It felt like when you'd been stuck on hold for 40 minutes and finally got through to tech support. It was the most tremendous feeling.
Yeah, what's up?
This man wants to
Oh,
meet you.
I was saying there's a yellow shed just across by that big tree there. You
Finally,
to,
Skylar.
To use that. I know it's not much.
She was so important to the whole story on the server that it felt like we were only NPCs in her story sometimes, you know? Like, it felt like she was like the main character.
But it's something.
As the leader of the newly christened Cougar Town, Skylar had her hands full being the administrator. I watched her as she delegated and took notice of how she was showing both aptitude and determination, something I had never really felt at New Duskar. It also meant that a lot of people were looking to her for answers and direction.
Yep.
Currently storing stuff.
Is there like a line
Storage.
forming somewhere?
Exactly.
Sorry, did you need something? I'm just trying to help somebody just store some stuff.
So you're Skylar. It's so nice to meet you finally. I've heard so much about you.
Oh, hi.
Well, maybe not much.
I don't really know what to answer to that.
Nah, I mean, maybe not much content-wise, but I've heard your name being dropped like once or twice or 40 times.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
you are?
Nice to meet you. My name is Robin Burley.
Robin. Oh,
yeah.
wait, I think I've heard your name. No, we passed
Burley
by somewhere and
family.
there was a note.
Yeah. This was so cool to actually rewatch now because I didn't know it at the time, but when I hear people like drop our family's name here, she's like, even Skylar had apparently heard about our family, and I just hear Duke here just go like, Burley family. It's like our reputation had grown at that time, you know. So people did know us reputation-wise.
Yeah.
There was a note on a gate, and I was like, oh,
Oh, that wasn't Duke, actually.
these must be people. And then we continued running by.
Yeah.
Well, how are you? It's very nice to meet you. Welcome to Cougar Town.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I live with my brother just across the water in like a sort of a gated community. It's not really a settlement yet, but we are building something. Not really sure what yet, but we're getting there.
Okay, so you guys are which direction are you from here then?
Just across the bridges.
Oh, okay, so you're like to the west then.
Yeah.
Like towards the Broken Bridge area?
Exactly. So we're building still, and to that end, we are of course like looking for nails, and we were sort of thinking about establishing like a business of sorts eventually. And someone did say that we should talk to you because you would be sort of like the lady to talk to when it comes to discussing trade and
So
you know, stuff like that.
like getting some trade going between our two settlements.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe possibly getting a storefront here in town, because we were thinking like maybe a courier service of sorts, like where people could get a hold of us and contract us to transport items to different locations for a fee.
I see, okay. How big of a location would you guys need? Because right now I've got a list of residents who really need a home because they have nowhere to be.
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, we weren't really looking for anything big. We were thinking like maybe like a newspaper stand or something like that. Just a kiosk, like a front for where we can meet people.
Okay, well, how... Because I was thinking of something like that, but what my thoughts were on it, and it's not a concrete idea. Absolutely open to, criticism. But was opening something like you just said, like a kiosk. Only it could be shared by certain approved vendors. So like the back area would have like the secure area where there would be locked.
Skylar told me what she had in mind. She had an idea for a system where merchants would lease a shared building to use for trade and whatnot, and split it between them, so that one day the Burley brothers might occupy it, The next day, another vendor might be there, and so forth. Not having any solid alternative to that, and being fairly sympathetic to the logistical plight of Cougar Town simply having too few buildings to go around, I was open to the idea.
And then they could
Sure.
just like share the space essentially.
Yeah,
You know?
sort of work off
Would
like a
that be
schedule or something.
Yeah, like so that you would know, and
Yeah.
obviously you would know who the fellow vendor was, but because the area is small, so I was thinking that that could be a thing.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can take you up and show you what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I'm not high enough for today.
Right.
I've gotten so much bad news today, so this is kind of good. I'm happy that this is not bad news. So this is the Salty Cougar Tavern. This is my baby.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's not set up yet, but we're working on it. We've just had so much. You've probably heard over.
Yeah, like
the
mutant
grapevines
attacks
that
and
this place has been attacked and
Jesus.
a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of shit.
Well, we were part of the attack. Not part of the attack, but we were at the attack and trying to defend. Well, Rory was defending. I was trying to find Rory, basically. But we were there when it happened.
Going on with me, and
2 episodes
a lot
ago.
of answers that I'm still trying to even get, and
Yeah.
it's been. But I can always tell people this: if there are questions, even if they're weird or scary, and you have them about me or to me, I will answer them 100% with all of the truth that I have, because the only way that we're gonna succeed in this war is by the truth, and that's I say that to anyone.
The more she spoke, the more I felt she was exactly where she was needed. Now I could see why people were looking to her for answers. Though many were divided on her, no one could say that she didn't shoulder the responsibility of setting up Cougar Town to the best of her abilities.
Yeah, honestly, this is my honest take on this. Skylar was definitely the main character on that whole server. Like, everybody else were like side characters in a way, but she had so much. She was so intertwined with the main plot of Warlock and the mutants, and she was the only sort of like responsible counter to Warlock's influence. Neither Lamplight or the Arbiters, they tried to take down the mutants by force. But Skylar was the one that ultimately succeeded by, not using force necessarily, but instead like infiltrating Warlock's mutant brood in very interesting ways. So we'll get to that, and we'll hear her story in a minute here. But you can't tell me that Skylar was not the main character on this server.
As she showed me the building she intended to lease
She's basically the hero.
I could tell she was passionate about her projects.
And Warlock was the villain.
Coming in whenever they wanted to, they would not have to have the codes for the cougar. And then have a little half wall, just maybe from here out, just something cute. And a couple little benches or a campfire or something, and then in here is where people would be able to come. Hang on, I just gotta get the codes on my paper here in 2 seconds.
No worries.
It's been.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories. I don't know if half of it is true, but I can imagine you're under a lot of pressure.
I think that's a super understatement, but I respect the yes.
Yeah, I don't want to pry too much.
I was thinking no.
The thing is with Skylar, she being under pressure is just because everybody's pulling her left and right. Because everybody on the server wanted to be where the action was. Where was the action? Well, centered around the main story characters. Who were they? Well, Warlock was one, but he was also an admin, and we never really knew where he was going to show up. Skylar, however, was another, and she was trying to be a standard player, and didn't really go that well for her because she had to do a million things at once,
You know what? I like I said, all I want to do is have a bee farm, have honey, sell honey, smoke joints,
Oh, an
and,
apiary.
you know, just yeah, oh my god, that would be so amazing. Like, I love honey. When I find it, oh my god, it's like a treasure trove for me. I'm like freaking Winnie the Pooh. This back door would be secured for sure, and this code would be the code that would be shared between yourself,
Vendors, yeah.
myself, and the other vendors. So because there's
Gotcha.
only one door back here, we would have to figure out a way to either have the lockers emptied by the time the next one comes through, or color code them and have a mutual respect of, okay, you know, this is our product in the red lockers,
Yeah.
and your product is in the white lockers.
Yeah,
you know, and if we can
that
come to an
works.
agreement, you know, like, but it would have to be something that there's like a mutual respect, right?
And we
I do miss role-playing in DayZ. I do. I haven't really had the energy or time to get back into it. But I am considering doing it once I've gotten my my new computer, which I haven't ordered yet. I need to first get my financial situation together, but I'm expecting it to happen within the next 2 weeks. Once I get that set up, right now I'm like focusing on that, getting that fixed. But after that, as long as I have the time and energy, I mean, I'm not in the university anymore. I mean, I graduated 2 weeks ago, so, or 2 weeks ago. So I basically have time now. So I'm thinking about doing that. Of course, not on Survivalists because, well, you'll see what happens to my character in 7 episodes. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, actually, 7 episodes, yeah. We have 7 episodes to go with Blood Ties. And then I'm actually thinking about moving on with Egon Doug. So actually showcasing DayZ Underground. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, let's get back to the story here.
we're not stingy, you know, like with the scheduling either. I mean, we could settle for like 1 day a week or something. It's not. We're a very small time group, so we just appreciate anything you give us, basically. We'd still have like our home office over across the water, so this would just be like our public relations office.
Right, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And then with these little machines that have been popping up around the island, it would be a lot easier to contact and say, hey, we've got an opening coming up, you know.
Home machines.
And I would... These little green things, somebody gave one to me. It's like the coolest little gadget.
Oh,
like
is that a
cell
PDA?
phone kind of message. Yeah. I'm still learning how to...
It was interesting for me to see that thing showing up on the server, because if you remember, if you've seen a roleplay review before from the beginning, on Divinity, everybody had a PDA. You just had to go to market and buy one, and it wasn't really that expensive either, if I recall correctly. So everybody had a PDA, which was a little bit detrimental to roleplay because you didn't have to seek out people and talk to them, risk, you know, heading out on the road in order to visit them or anything like that. You could just, like, you know, basically write them on the PDA. You could basically see if they were online. And then you just wrote them and like, oh yeah, you want to come over? Okay, we're gonna do a trade. Okay, yeah, come over. When are you available? You know, like that. So in that way, the PDAs are actually a little bit detrimental to roleplay. But Divinity was a very casual server. I would say a PvE server with roleplay elements, whereas Survivalists was more or less an RP server.
Use it, but apparently it's like a
So when I saw this is actually, this very moment here was the first time I saw PDA on Survivalists, and I was like, oh, have they included that mod in this server too? Interesting. I wonder how that's going to affect, you know. So I wasn't really super motivated to get one because I knew that was going to spoil roleplay a little bit.
pager, remember? Like
Yeah.
Like
I mean, Jesus, I
like
was
that,
born in the
like
80s,
better.
so I know.
Yeah. All right then. and part of. But I was supposed to do trades, but then mutants happened. So
I gotcha. I mean, I was
They
thinking
just
about
happened.
that. Like, if you want, if you have the time, would you like to maybe just give me a little rundown of what is going on with you? Set the record straight, maybe?
The story.
yeah, sure. I mean, how long do you have?
This is going to be a long story now. She's going to go on and on about her and reveal some things and all that. Just so you know, it's going to take a while for her to get it all out. I tried to cut it down as much as I could, but we're going to have a long conversation here. When we're doing that, while we're doing that, people are going to start gathering around us, and we're going to get a campfire going, and everything is sort of going to end up... It's going to be a chill evening. Let me just say that. With a lot of funny people.
I began to feel giddy. Was I finally going to hear the tale of the legend Skylar herself? I had heard a lot of rumors and whatnot, but information straight from the source was practically me stumbling into a gold mine of exposition. Of course, that would depend solely on how much she wanted to reveal. But still.
Yeah.
Outside, a strange man in a black hood and with a raspy voice greeted us.
You wanted a safe place to put it.
I will not judge the likes of men for liking some rope.
Yeah. Yeah, like here, this is my meeting place, and I like it here because sometimes people like to just sneak up behind you.
All right. Who's that? Who's
Hey,
that
where did you
guy,
come
by the
from,
way?
asshole? He's an interesting one. I'm not too sure. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to get my hopes up.
All right.
I think that he's fighting something very strong right now with everything with how the mutants and things go. And
Yeah, I think they were moving, or he was in the phase where I think his story was that he had actually been exposed to the serum, Warlock serum, or he was one of the earliest experiments or something like that. But the conversion process, the mutation process, had halted. So he's still himself. He's still human, but he's like, his voice has changed. He's like, a little bit like the unlucky version of Harold from Bastion. Harold didn't really feel any different. Maybe a little stronger, a little faster, but the serum didn't really bite with Harold. With this guy, he's going into it. He's leaning into the fact that, I'm being changed,
I want to help him, but I don't know if...
What's his name?
I don't know if... I mean, I call him Spirit. Some people call him the Tainted One. Some people call him Lost.
He's one of the urban legends, I take it.
He's special. He's troubled, and I feel that he's close to me, but if that's the case, then I don't know if there's much hope for me. I'm a little worried, I guess.
Yeah, because... Oh, yeah, she's got... Sorry, I'm Paul's champ, I know. She's going to tell us why.
This was not really making sense to me, but maybe things would be made clearer as I got Skylar's story.
My life story. Jeez, man. Okay, well...
I'll just say this. I'm pausing as much as I can because this is roleplay review, and the idea is that I am going to supply you with commentary for what we're seeing, basically. But only if I really have anything to say.
I mean, I guess before the outbreak, I had a little hobby farm with my parents. My uncle and my auntie came into my life quite early on when I was about 12. My parents got divorced. My father just kind of skipped town. And
She's really going back. When I said, like, your life story, I wasn't really saying, can you tell me what it was like when you grew up? Like, like that. what I meant was like, so what's the story with you? Like your immediate history. What have you been doing on Deer Isle, you know, and find out about her connection to the mutants and Warlock that way. But she's like really going back and just telling me from the beginning.
My mom passed away. Some sort of freak accident while we were up in what I think was maybe Alaska. There was just a lot of snow and frost everywhere.
Sounds like Alaska.
And, yeah, she had a cadaver drop on her from the sky and crushed her.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, from a plane or?
We think so. So that happened. Then I fled the area with my uncle, who was very concerned that the frost, he kept calling it like permafrost, something or another. So him and his crew, they had a research vessel that would just kind of like go globally around and do whatever it is that they do. Again, me, young teenager, didn't really give a shit. My uncle took me under his wing because I was pretty much orphaned. Then the outbreak happened, and my uncle stayed far away from land for a very long time. And then over time, I guess supplies got short, and it got overrun by the undead. And I don't really remember much. I vaguely remember being pulled from the ship. There was military and screaming and a lot of cold water.
I noticed something here. Throughout these series, Adventures at New Hope, going through Blood Ties, and then Ego on Doug, I noticed that I keep getting better. I progress as a video editor. Here with the music, I actually put music at proper placings, though I could probably have softened the start of the music, and also maybe I could have like gone a little bit easier on the music at some points, because at some points I put one track right after the other. I would get better with time. On Ego on Dog, it's a lot better. And it's also a big difference from Adventures at New Hope, when I was completely green and just didn't know what the hell I was doing. So it's fun for me to also look back at this and see my own progression as a growing video editor. It's actually really interesting.
And then I guess I don't know how long I must have been in and out of consciousness, probably months to my knowledge. I was saved by somebody named Oliver, and he took care of me for probably my first couple of months here, my first 6 months really. And then it was thanks to him that I decided to step out of my comfort zone and play guitar around campfires for people. And we had the first Salty Cougar. I met some people. I joined Duskar when they were down in Oldfield.
Oh.
And I've been part of Duskar ever since, really. I moved when they moved. They all decided to come up here.
Yeah.
And then tensions started growing. There was conflict within I wasn't super privy to that. I had my place down at the Broken Crossroads, is where I had the original Salty Cougar. Yes, so that's always been a rule at the Cougar, is the gates are always closed, because the rule of the Cougar is if you're allowed through those gates, then you do not bring your faction with you.
Oh, yeah.
You are here to enjoy the company. You are here to respect no guns. You're here to, just relax, drink, sing, and just... What?
Go away.
Yeah, now people are starting to trickle in.
No.
To first-hand observe the sheer devotion in people who wanted to make sure that Skylar was left alone when she had to be, or like now, be in a meeting with me, had me amazed and in wonder.
I keep telling you, she was the main character. People were devoted to her, you know?
The castaway sure had come a long way in this broken-down world.
Danny just pain in the butt, to be honest with you.
Okay. Okay. No pains in the butts.
Okay.
Let's see. I've always been a fucking stoner. Like, I'll say that straight to you.
Hey Sky, when you when Gage gets out of his head, got a couple things I wanted to catch you up on when you got a sec.
Oh, okay. Is it bad news?
It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag.
Okay, because I've already had 4 mixed bags of bad stale cookies today.
Listen, I don't
I'm
like
the
doing this
loss
to
of a
you, Sky.
friend. I'm grieving the
they told
loss
you
of a
about
friend.
Smiles?
Yeah.
Smiles. I'd heard that name before. I couldn't recall where, though. Seems this was an emotional time for Skylar as well as a hectic one.
Why did you have to just...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you fucking A, dude.
I'm sorry, but anyways, there's other things I gotta bring up to you. But
and then there's
listen,
his sister who apparently
this.
is running around town telling people that I'm working with Warlock and I'm a mutant and I'm evil and I'm kicking all the people out of the settlement and all this shit, and I'm just like, dude, fucking come fucking talk to me, my dude.
So
why do people do
what
this?
is your relationship with Warlock? Like,
Ooh, here we go. That is the interesting part. That's what I wanted to know. That's what the Burley brothers want to know.
what's been going
My
on there?
relationship with Warlock. Let's see. I became a morphine addict after I started to lose my my hope. I lost somebody close to me, and I didn't take it very well. The relationship with Warlock started probably when the old salty cougar that was down at the crossroads, Lucas, who was a friend of mine, somebody who I held very close as
Lucas.
a friend.
Oh yeah, Lucas. Lucas was so weird. I mean, he was... Oh my god.
That's
Well, yes, Lucas, you're very special. Very.
Special.
Yes.
Stop moving.
Lucas, take the bag off your head.
He introduced me first to Warlock as...
Oh, that's right. Lucas was actually... I think Lucas was Warlock's first experiment. I think Harold said something about that. Lucas was... That's what made him a little bit nuts. A little bit, like, crazy. Because Warlock used Lucas, and then he started experimenting the big 3. Leviathan... what was her name? I don't remember. But never mind. Let's keep going.
a scientist who wanted to help cure the plague, the Kuru scientists. And I have a soft spot for scientists. My uncle was a scientist. I lived on a research vessel for most of my teen and early adult years. Like, it makes sense, right? You know, like, the collective, that I now know they are the collective.
That was their name. The Collective. That's the group that Warlock is the leader of. That is the group that eventually would turn into mutants.
I wasn't so sure. I found out, like, they were the collective. I did sit down and I had some talks with Warlock, and they were fine. They were enjoyable conversations. The man is intelligent.
What is their aim?
He speaks his mind. To perfect this world, to cleanse it of all of its sin and stains, to recreate...
To turn us on to fucking
humankind into what he deems the perfect vessel. That I work with Warlock? No thanks. You know, I have my own issues with him.
Yeah.
As do we. Remember, if anybody watching this has seen my earlier episodes, you know that we have a personal grudge against Warlock because he killed Dex. Or basically, he turned Dex into a mutant, which compelled Rory to execute Dex. And Dex was our cousin. So we want to find Warlock. Rory wants to kill Warlock. I want to get answers from Warlock. and then maybe kill him as well, you know? So everybody's after Warlock. Nobody knows where he is, but he's like the #1 wanted on Survivalists here.
But it all started when they came in, and I was befriended by ghosts, and I was befriended by a man named Beetlejuice who treated me very well. All of the ghosts treated me very well. Many bandit factions and Boy Scout factions and nice people, and like everybody. I had friends everywhere, and I still do consider that I do have certain friends and connections still.
Sort of the spider in the web, right?
It's the benefit to being able to step back and see things out of a different perspective. I think that's really important because everybody here is trying to survive the best way they know how.
Oh, and it's the truth.
And my way might not be your way. My way might be a little bit different. My beliefs or my lack of being able to get on proper medication might have my mind twisted in a certain way. We don't know. Everybody has a story, and everybody's unique. So you have to be able to step back and see that, I guess.
Yeah.
And
she was actually perfect as like a guru type of character. I could actually definitely see why other players wanted to defer to her, because she automatically radiated leadership, sort of like, even though she tried to lean into this broken character that smoked plots and didn't really want all the responsibility, but I think the role of main character on the server was sort of thrusted upon her by other people just constantly asking her for advice, help, all that.
I'm able to do that quite easily, I suppose, with some things. But when it comes to Warlock, that man is evil. There's no good bone left in him, and that pains me because in the past, I could feel that there was something in there still. Now, it's not there. The story specifically was I was very high one day, and I had my medical kit on me like I always keep, because doctor. I needed a break. The Cougar was constantly under siege by a faction called the Red Militia, and that's when my morphine addiction actually started, was just trying to drown out the constant threats and death threats and stress.
Yeah. What was the
I needed a break.
between you?
The beef between us was they did not agree with me letting the collective or bandits befriend people in the Cougar or be in the Cougar. They labeled...
Yeah, the Red Militia was basically... They were really black and white. There can never be a neutral place where bad guys and good guys can meet and socialize. Either you prevent them from coming in and have nothing to do with them, or you're basically on their side if you're letting them in. So that provoked the Red Militia. I have Daisy on my wish list, but I'm still wondering if it's a good idea to buy it. This game looks like the type of game who are really fun when you play with friends, but I'm scared that the game feels a little bit boring when you play it. It all depends. I mean, what do you want? Do you want a casual PvP game? Because yes, I mean there are servers. There's actually different types of community servers. Don't go for public servers, official servers. They lack a lot of support from the community. Go for community servers, and there are different types of servers depending on your style of gameplay. There are PvE servers where you just basically try to survive, find food and all that, and defend yourselves against zombies. You are not allowed to shoot other players. So there are PvE servers. Then you have PvP servers, which are you're allowed to shoot other players. You can kill other players, but it can be a little bit long between encounters with other players, especially if you play on larger maps. So it can feel like the map is a little bit empty. But that's why there are also deathmatch servers, Deathmatch servers are similar to PvP in that you are supposed to kill others, everybody else that you see, but they are constricted to a smaller area, like maybe around, like centered on a town. And everybody, like, as soon as they are killed, they respawn. It's like a battle, like a constant battle going on in that. Or you can do role play like I do here. Personally, I go for servers that have a little bit more substance to them, because I played DayZ for like maybe 3 years, just running around trying to find food and stuff like that. And it's good to do that for learning the game, to start out that way and try to learn all the mechanics and stuff like that. But once I knew everything, or well, most things, I felt like there's really nothing to do except for maybe shooting somebody that if I find somebody else. But then roleplay actually came to me. I started watching videos on YouTube, and I saw that people were they were role playing, and they were actually grouping up, and they weren't killing each other. They were only responding with violence if they had no choice. Or there were bandit factions that didn't kill you, but instead they robbed you. Like there was some service that had substance to them, and I found that much more compelling. I was a lot more interested in that, being a story buff as I am. So it all depends on what you want out of your own, out of your gameplay, like what gameplay you prefer.
The Cougar as a place that harbored these types, and that is not what the Cougar was. I see it as a different thing. If the bad guys are inside the tavern, then they're not out there hurting other people, right? Like, it's kind of...
So finally one of the big puzzle pieces had fallen into place. For the longest of times, I'd wondered why the Reds had been shooting up the Cougar when literally every other faction had left it in peace. It was because they had a different way of looking at it, while Skylar had specifically wanted the Cougar to stay neutral in every way and any way possible. The Red Militia had deemed it a safe harbor for factions of questionable moral fiber, like the Collective, Ghosts, and Arbiters. This, coupled with what Harold had told me about how the Reds had caught Warlock at one point, seemed to indicate that the Reds had been trying to strong-arm a one-sided view on everybody else, enforcing their own viewpoint. Who they deemed good were good, who they deemed criminal were criminals, and so forth. So
you would recommend it to me or not? I think roleplay would be a very good game server. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. The only game I've actually roleplayed in, well, except for Project Zomboid, I did a little bit of it, but the only real game I've ever roleplayed in is DayZ. I would absolutely recommend it, and I would do what I said. Like, I would first maybe go on to public or official just in the beginning to try and learn the game, how to survive, the basics. And then once you get a little bit more comfortable with the game, go into roleplay and apply to roleplay servers. It's a whole different experience. Once I started roleplaying, yeah, that's actually true. Once I started roleplaying, I could never go back. I always wanted to roleplay. It's the game is spoiled for me now because I can't just run around and do nothing now. I need other players that I can roleplay with,
While their general viewpoint had been sound and even made them a lot of friends, like Motormouth Matrix, they had also been hated for the fact that they tried to decide moral directions for others as well. It was probably a good thing that we had never really encountered them after all. They sounded like they would have been more complicated to deal with than was worthwhile.
I gotcha.
I was very stressed, and one day Lucas came by and said, blah blah blah, can we come in for a little bit? We're gonna group up, guess we're gonna go somewhere. I was like, oh yeah, sure, come on in. And I kind of caught ears that they were gonna go like up a big mountain, and I was like, dude, I could totally use like a road trip. Let's go. So they were
Oh.
like, sure, yeah, you can come
Oh, it was Lucas who did that. Lucas pulled her up the mountain. Okay.
along. So there go me. I had no idea where we were going. I had my medical pack, a pink hat, and a flashlight.
Okay.
So I went up the bunker area, but at this point I still didn't know where we were going. Had a really nice chat along the way up. Long walk up there.
No worries, man.
We get up there, and
I'll show you. Hold on.
the doors open. There's a bunch of zombies, a bunch of screaming, yelling, and then, eventually we walk in. My mind's blown. This place is crazy. If you've never been there, the doors are massive. It's just, it's incredible. Nothing
Yeah, I've
like it
heard
looks
about
now,
the
and it looks like
place.
hell now.
Are you saying there were like infected inside the bunker?
Yes, my suspicion is because I think it was like a military compound of sort there.
And then the Tainted One spoke.
It is a foul place.
I've heard that there are like
What is
scientists still
Before I
alive in
wasn't.
there.
That's my suspicion. That's why I went the second time. Johnny, are you?
There were those scientists that once passed by the tavern,
Johnny
looking
keeps
for
lifting his
canned
hand.
food.
Okay, so pleasant conversations up the mountains, and along this trip, a man named Phoenix, I understand was his name. At least that's what I heard them call him. Got mauled by a bear, and I don't really like bears so much, so I was like, oh my god, this is awful. And he was dying. He was literally on the verge of death, and I just happened to be the medic there. So Warlock pulled off his jacket and put his arm out, and he was like, take my blood. Oh dang, okay.
Oh.
So me being a stoner and super inquisitive, I did a sneak because I don't know, I do things, I don't always think first. I took his blood, and I put that blood bag in my bag and pulled out the bag that I had pre-made, already ready to go, and I gave that to Phoenix. And, he got patched up, and we went into the bunker, and
So basically, Skylar stole a blood bag with blood from Warlock.
kept that blood bag with me, and when I got home, I stuck it in a fridge for months and months and months. Let's see, so that happened. Months later, the attacks, the Red Militia, the Cougar just constantly under siege, things like that. It basically just turned into too much stress. That's when my morphine addiction really kicked my ass, and addiction, I got really, really depressed, really sad. I was walking through just like some farmlands, and a horde of zombies. Just, I don't know, it seemed like somebody was collecting them in a barn, actually. There was like 15 of these fucks.
Okay.
I opened the door, was not expecting it. I got hit so hard. I was bleeding out
So she's attacked and bleeding now.
everywhere. I had cuts.
Like, if you're not keeping up.
And wounds and bruises everywhere. I had literally nothing left in terms of supplies. I found a tiny, tiny shed. Whew. I was bleeding out in this shed,
And she only had the blood bag of Warlocks on her. There you go.
I remember thinking, I'm going to die. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna die, and there's gonna be 15 zombies all around, and I'm probably gonna end up like them or worse. And then I felt my back was cold, and at that second I was like, I have a blood bag on me. I can do this. I won't.
That's Warlock. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Lunami, thank you for the follow.
So I ended up giving myself a transfusion of the blood that I had taken before.
From Warlock.
Warlock's blood, before he changed. Not serum, but a pure. Before he's turned into whatever the fuck he is now. And,
Is he not human anymore?
No worries.
I don't think so. He's not the man that I remember speaking with on the mountain. He has changed.
Has anybody seen
very
if he's changed physically?
Yes, he has changed. He is no longer looks like us. At all. Not even. Like he has a humanoid form, but he has eyes that pierce into your soul.
Oh, okay.
Red embers that just have no end. It's just like they're vacant. It's so weird. His skin is just... It's almost as if it's crumpled into itself to give him an extra layer of almost like leathery armor almost. It just clings and cracks as they move.
Skylar does a phenomenal job here of building up the story of Warlock.
I can't imagine that being anything less than painful.
That night, Skylar finally set the record straight with me and told me what essentially had been shared with the likes of Harold and Karen of Lamplight. After having stolen Warlock's blood and injected it into herself rather carelessly, she had discovered latent telepathic abilities growing ever stronger within her, abilities which seemed to be limited to communication with the mutants. This had compelled her to find out more about the creatures. At one point, she had actually accidentally managed to interrupt Warlock's control of one, something which had brought down the full interest of the leader of the collective onto her. It was this that had precipitated the attack on New Duscar. Like how Darth Vader had sought the unknown Force user after the first Star Wars movie.
I got Franker faces. Let me see. I think it is FFZ. There you go.
So had Warlock occupied himself with finding this stranger, this unknown girl, who seemed to pose a threat to his plans. This was all fascinating to me. Were the mutants alive? Like, were they still themselves? Rory had always maintained that the only good mutant was a dead mutant. But this? Were they simply slaves to their master? Mind-chained slaves just waiting to be freed? Obviously, this was, however, very sensitive information, and what Skylar had told me in confidence, I would aim to keep close at heart. Who knew what spies of Warlocks lurked around the lands?
I just like being happy and stoned, right? Right, Johnny?
Yeah, that's definitely right.
That's our
He's
Skylar.
like the best buddy. If you ever see him out on the road, he's good company, my dude.
Good.
By the way, what's your name, Skylar?
I'm Robin Burley.
Oh shit,
Oh, yeah.
the fella from the
We're
Burley
gonna,
place.
like,
Oh,
set
good.
up-
Yeah. Oh, Sab, is that you?
Nothing much.
Sav looking sexy, isn't it?
What about the armory?
Yeah, did we hear anything on that? Or we're still trying to
Oh,
figure that
Sky,
out?
I kind of want to talk about it.
You can notice now that the whole vibe has changed. We had a serious discussion with Skylar about her past with Warlock, and now everybody's just come up to the fire, sat down, and it's a little bit more chill now. Everybody, like, you know, taking a load off by the fire here.
Yeah, with Jim.
Oh, okay, what's the deal with it?
This poor dude, he's like on the edge of a seat.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay,
dude,
I'll tell you
back
what.
off.
You guys think about some interesting questions. I'm gonna quickly go find out what's...
As Sky went off to deal with whatever business Johnny had in store for her, Danny of Lamplight introduced himself and kind of became the life of the party.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
What's that?
Right, come here, stand here. Alright,
Okay.
now look that way. Make sure you're in your eyes and not the eyes on the back of your head, yeah?
I got you.
First person.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, wait a minute. Why is it not doing it?
This is interesting.
Wait a couple seconds, he might put something in his butt.
I have something pointy that might assist.
No.
Oi, can we use inside voices, please? Thank you.
Sorry.
See, Skylar is a little bit like a mother up here when there's like rowdy people here. She's like the one corralling them.
He doesn't want the tip.
Nah, we need to have some serious words.
He wants the whole shaft.
No, you don't know. That's it. Where is it?
And I shall give it to him.
Conversation turned a little dark here.
No, we don't do that. We don't do pimping out.
Well, Sav, how you been, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you remember me? My brother?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you live at the two bridges outside Duska?
Oh yeah, on the other side.
Oh, I know your brother. Do you live in the compound?
Yeah.
That's what it is. I know your brother. That's it.
My brother, yeah, he's a good guy, but you know, take him seriously. But you can give a spanking if you want.
What?
Yeah.
He's
Guys.
the fuck.
Guys. Guys, this guy just fell out over here.
I feel like it looked like he was drunk and just fell backward. Thing is, he's probably fainted from like loss of blood or something like that. But you know, it just looked like he was drunk and passed out. Don't you know, pump it up.
I am so tired.
Oh, right, he was tired.
Danny, Jones, and some of the rest were running around smoking wacky tobacco, and I began feeling a familiar buzzing.
Is this a cougar or is this like Hippie Mountain?
Ain't
It
hippie.
is one and the same.
It's fucking redneck now, okay?
That's fucked up, dude. That guy don't
Not
want
again,
smoke in his face.
The thing is, I was never up at Hippie Mountain. Hippie Mountain, Hippie Towers. But remember, last episode we found out that the Twin Towers over in Waldoboro was the headquarters or the main base for a group called Hippie Towers, basically, and they were apparently, from what we heard, they were chill with everybody as long as everybody just left them alone to smoke their pots. You know, like they were pot smokers high up in the apartment towers.
Good lord.
Alright, sorry, I'm
blow it in the
almost
poor
done.
man's
I'm just
face.
sorting out some town stuff. We don't have much drinks, but I'll drop them.
Alright.
Oh,
Well, bottoms up, boys.
yeah. Wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me.
For fuck's sake.
That's fucked up.
Right, you ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Anybody have any alcoholic tincture?
Oh, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. Yeah.
Alright, second place. Fine.
As I talked to Sal about Cameron, a new visitor arrived at the campfire.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's just back at base. We've been having a little construction.
See if you can recognize the voice of this guy. It'll be revealed at the end of the episode, but listen to this voice now.
Going on, and I had to come run up here and get some stuff out of my shop.
Easy.
I gotcha.
Your go.
Yeah, it was a little
How
bit of a
are you
nerve-wracking
guys?
situation. Ah, we're doing good. How about you?
How are we gonna eat? Good, thank you.
What's your name?
Ivan. Dr. Ivan.
Ah,
Dr. Ivan.
nice to meet
Notice that he has a Slavic accent.
you. My name is Robin. My name is...
Oh, nice to meet you, Robert.
His name is Robin. He is an alcoholic.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I remarked that it was hard to be an alcoholic when Danny kept stealing my beer, the newly arrived Dr. Ivan approached me.
Try this.
Well, thank you very much. That's much obliged. Okay.
I'm Danny.
Cool.
I'm Danny.
No, I said I'm Danny.
No, I'm Danny.
Fuck's sake.
While Danny and wannabe Danny argued in the background, I approached Jones and gently asked him if he remembered being Banana Man.
Hey! Charles Murphy, welcome to the show. Yeah, this is a roleplay review. I'm giving commentary to my older roleplay series.
It's Ben.
You are Banana Man, right?
Yes. That'd be me.
I knew it. What the fuck? You seem more coherent now.
I've had to lose that identity after the Arbiter tried to kill me.
Oh, did you piss off the Arbiters? Really?
Yeah, I told the one dude I was bitch slapping him. He kept talking bad about me.
What was he saying?
He was like, get the fuck out of here. Caron was being so polite, and British dude was like, get the fuck out of here, we're having a private conversation.
Alex
I
Woods.
told him to toughen up.
Oh, that sounds like Alex
Woods.
Woods.
Bitch slapping.
Ah, yeah.
Don't let him in.
Hey, what's your name, buddy?
It's Duke. Let me in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, man.
Okay, you're starting to scare the shit out of me. I'm about to run away. Danny, tell this guy off. He's scaring me.
No one let Duke in.
Jesus incarnate. I was underground.
No one let Duke in.
I said it's Duke.
Yeah.
Let me
There
in.
is
Let me
poor
in.
chicken guy
We
which
just want to
was
know your
robbed
name.
by
We
guys
don't
with
have
blue
to know.
armbands.
I've given you my name 3 times.
Nope.
What? Never heard of
Hey, if I was walking around.
I love how they was just trolling him. He's like, they're like, who is it? It's Duke. Let me in. We just need your name. It's Duke. Let me in. Yeah. What's your name? I've given it 3 times.
I would not be surprised if I got robbed.
Yeah, but I saw a scarf on his head. Maybe he had hit in something and then started to making weird sounds.
They're just
you know?
messing with him.
We don't know Duke. You can't come in, fella.
As Danny and Jones refused to let poor Duke inside, I pondered Dr. Ivan. There was something familiar with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Go away.
Because they harmed to him, you know?
Dawn was suddenly upon us, and I realized I'd sat through the night up at Cougar Town. While fun to chat the night away with people, I was getting tired.
Excuse me, Miss Skylar.
I guess.
Not saying.
Yes, hello. Sorry this is taking so long.
Not saying it.
Everything has just
That's
been
fucked
so
up.
crazy.
I gotcha. I was just gonna say that I'm gonna have to leave, kinda, sorta, now, but,
I'm not saying it, Danny.
I'd want to come back
can
and
I come
continue
down
this.
and yeah, or come back up here? Absolutely.
And Skylar, you're always welcome down to what we call Burleyville right now. Little joke.
Burleyville. Okay, and that's okay. So I was very high at the time, and I remember we saw the place, right, Johnny? We ran by, and I was like, oh, this is
Yeah,
the,
we
the
ran
Burley
by.
place with the
Yes,
boards
just
and the papers.
yesterday, Dave.
But I don't remember where that is. I know it was that way.
It's
but-
just on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, it's just south across the bridges.
Yeah.
Let me just say something here real quick. I'm about to say goodbye to these, or I'm actually in the process of saying goodbye to them. But as I'm saying goodbye, Skylar, basically, her patience runs out. And she gets really pissed off with everybody that's like being rowdy, especially Danny. Danny was a little bit too rambunctious.
Yeah, it's close.
Okay.
You'll see, you'll see.
I'll tell you, fella, I was running around with her for about 2 hours, and I was basically having to usher like sheep for at least 3/4 of the time.
I gotcha. Alright.
My thoughts drifted to my own experience with the Zweed. Even though Skylar's homegrown stuff was different, maybe there was something more tragic in that need for weed, nevertheless. Like how I had gotten my head straight after that trippy experience and shed my feelings of guilt, maybe the drugs had a calming effect on Skylar too, acting as a balm to soothe whatever horrifying experiences ravaged her whenever she was linked with mutant minds. I couldn't tell, only guess, but my thoughts were cut short as Skylar had to put her foot down once again.
Hope nobody confuses us, but yeah.
Are y'all done?
Alright.
The actual shit. Why are you guys like? What the fuck is wrong with
What's
you
that?
guys?
Ouch! Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, they've been like this all night.
Open the door and get these folks out of here.
Yeah, they're just being stupid. Okay, all you drunk asses out. You alright? I think you need to
Well,
go drink water.
Sav is sober at least.
Ran back in the house.
Yep.
Pretty hurt.
This I kind of equate this to when when you're in the club and it's closing time and you go out and you're waiting for your drunk ass friend inside the club to come out or get thrown out. This is like where we are right now,
Danny, what did Danny do?
I'ma see you
the shit
tomorrow,
out of me.
fella. I'ma see you tomorrow,
Danny.
motherfucker. Oh
Fella
shit,
from
time to
Lamplight,
go,
that's just
fellas.
fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, my lord.
I'll talk to
threatened to kill
Karan
me.
or Sav.
Well, Sav, give my love to Cameron when you see him.
Get him out
Fine,
too.
Sav.
Yo,
Hey, Sav.
Tell him I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I will.
Hey, can you figure out like why
They were
Danny
holding
is
me
beating
hostage.
people up?
What?
I've
It's because
gotten
of
multiple reports that Danny's out of control, so could you please relay to Karan that that's not appreciated here, and if he cannot behave himself, then he will not be welcome here.
Danny's like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
That guy called me a bitch. No, I'm fine with the ass whooping.
Bitch, I get called bitch every day.
Then you should start some ass whoopings.
No,
I gotta
just
say,
deal with it, dude.
I feel a little. Feel like people are appropriating my culture by mocking my accent.
Everybody were trying to copy Johnny, who was like having that southern twang. Everybody else was doing it, and he was like, "You're appropriating my culture."
What? No one's mocking your accent.
You've been doing it constantly, you son of a bitch.
Who you fucking talking to? You
Danny.
fucking idiot.
Ooh.
Danny.
Danny.
Yeah,
Quit
you forget.
now. Danny,
You
you
ain't
need to
in
stop
your
being
town,
so
brother.
aggressive.
Danny.
Yeah, this is what the problem was with Lamplight. That group, Lamplight is the group that have like olive-colored armbands, who Danny is a part of. They were really wild. They weren't necessarily bandits. They were not bandits, but they hated the mutants, and they were like really shoot mutants on sight. Karan, their leader, who will meet in an X amount of episodes, was kind of like he was special. He was the kind of guy that actually fosters those types of people who were like, just being wild. The Arbiters were more bandits than Lamplight was, but what Lamplight lacked was control. They were a little bit. Karan wasn't really holding the leash, if you know what I mean.
Danny had been acting all kinds of hyperactive. Hopped up on speed, perhaps? I had no idea, but Skylar was apparently having none of it anymore. A formal complaint to Lamplight was no doubt being prepared.
You guys are being like way too disrespectful here. That needs to stop. I don't want to have problems with Karan and Gil and Sav and Cameron because I really kind of like these guys and they've been pretty straight with me from like the get-go. And I don't want to have to go talk to Karan because there's problems coming up here involving you guys and us. I just came up here to fucking see.
Look at me. I'm like silently walking away from that circle because I don't feel like I need to get chewed out. I didn't do anything,
Sit down by the fire for 5 minutes.
We came here to whoop some ass. Who wants the
Alright,
box?
can ya not come up here to whoop no ass?
That's a double negative, but yeah.
It was an accident.
Alright, well don't let the accident happen again then.
Oh my god, dude.
You see the authority that Skylar has. Like, even Danny and those guys are like, okay, we're sorry eventually, because Skylar is sort of putting her foot down because she has that authority. She's basically the main character of the entire server. Not officially, but it felt like she was, just because everybody wanted to talk to her and get her help, and she was so intertwined with the story with Warlock. So everybody respected Skylar.
As Jones had at least made something similar to an apology, we all made our way back through Cougar Town.
Oh, it was Jones.
I separated from the mass of people following Skylar around, but soon enough, I could see them coming my way again.
Look at this. This is the perfect image how people like swarm around Skylar. She's just like coming down here and they're following her like a freaking tail.
Me and Doug both live near the pond. I'm on the one on the left, Doug's on the right.
This is so much fun. As soon as you see Skylar approach, there's like a wave of people coming up behind her.
Because they all need like an information that I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so who
You hear that little frustrated like anger at the end of that sentence? I think it was getting to her, like for real. Like she was like, can everybody just leave me in peace for 2 seconds, you know?
I just need to tell her something before I leave.
Everybody's hogging Sky.
And Johnny still hasn't been able to tell her what he needed to tell her the entire time around the campfire. Poor guy.
Before I leave, will you walk over to the shop with me real quick? So I can give you...
Skylar, I just want to say goodbye.
Again, I am so sorry. I promise I will make up for this.
No worries.
This is just a chaotic, stupid day today.
We'll meet up again at Burleyville someday, alright?
Yes, I will absolutely.
see
You're
how
not
it
far,
is.
so
I'll
I
see
could
how it
really
is.
use field trips out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No
It will
worries.
happen, I promise.
Alright.
Alright.
We'll finalize the
Take care
deal
of yourself.
someday. Yeah.
I'll talk to him
It's
later.
good to meet you, man.
Yes, soon.
Wait, come,
Okay,
what is
bye.
I can't hear
Take
you
care.
about people shouting. Come over here.
Poor Skylar, so burdened by responsibilities. But though she seemed so taxed by everything that was going on, never before had I met a woman that radiated strength like she did either. I stood by my earlier thoughts. She was where she needed to be. As I got home, I could confirm that Burleyville was still standing, though I had taken the liberty of doing the weekly cleanup of the board as promised.
Well, now we've met Skylar.
Right, this was the rifle that I was given by that Dr. Ivan, and this got me thinking.
That's good. Wonder why he would give a gun.
As I entered my house and let the night's events sink in, I kept thinking of that Dr. Ivan. He had given me a rifle as a gift. I had no idea why, but there was something familiar with his voice.
I'm done.
Fuck's sake.
What do you think about this?
I'm done.
What, the rifle?
Well, I'm Danny too.
I'm Danny.
Yeah, it's called Blaze.
Yeah. Oh, looks good.
No,
The
Where's
one
Danny 4?
no.
Yeah, sure. If you
like
what?
small gift. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Where had I heard that voice before? Wait.
Oh my god.
My name is Ante Pavelic.
Ah, okay. Greetings.
Hi, sorry, my comrade. You met me by my fake name, but I believe we will meet each other one day soon. I'm not the boss.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
enjoy.
Oh,
Do you have
thanks.
another radio?
No, I don't have another radio.
For a hostile captor, this particular guy was very polite, I had to say.
Of course.
That's right. I suddenly realized where I'd heard his voice before. It was him, Ante Pavelic. Dr. Ivan must be his real name.
That fucker did say he was gonna give me my gun back.
When he had taken us hostage, he had disarmed me. But he had also made promises of giving me my gun back. Son of a bitch. He came through on that promise. Huh.
Honestly, I didn't think I was ever gonna see that guy again. But how the hell did he recognize me at the campfire? I had no idea he would actually ever, that's like 1 in a million, but he did. And he remembered to give, like, a gun back. He even gave me a better gun.
He even gave me a Blaze instead of the old 5.27. I wonder if maybe he got away somehow, or just the fact that the Arbiters had kept him breathing implied that he must have somehow garnered their favor.
Yeah, remember, the Arbiters killed Jorge, and they cut him up into little pieces. What they did with Ivan, like, either Ivan got away, or the Arbiters let Ivan live. But I should have actually asked him about that, but I didn't even know it was him.
Maybe he turned on Jose or something, perhaps even being the key to his downfall. This was, of course, just speculation. There was no way I could know for sure. But having realized who he was, I smiled a surprised smile and decided to leave a note for him.
Yo, broski, you up?
Ante was not my name, obviously. It's Robin Burley in this game, but I put Ante down there just so that he would know that I knew who he was.
As I got done with that, I headed to bed. The visit to Cougar Town had been fun, but I really needed to hit the hay now. I had no idea what tomorrow had in store for me.
Alright. That was episode 27, Skylar. Hey, welcome back, Lucas. Very well, very well. Okay, so where do we leave Robin Burley this time? Well, we have met Skylar, and next episode, which we're gonna watch tomorrow, actually, it's gonna be interesting, because remember we talked about the scientists locked up in the bunker? Tomorrow, we're gonna actually... something is gonna happen with those scientists. Let me just say that. Tomorrow's episode is going to be called Ground Zero, and it's probably one of the more action-packed episodes. Not much. I mean, my roleplay doesn't usually contain that much action, but a little bit. A little bit. And it also contains one of the best things that I'm the most proud of in this entire series. That I actually managed to edit it together. I was really, really proud of that. So if you want to check it out, I'm gonna be back tomorrow again, and roughly the same time, and we're gonna go through episode 28, Ground Zero. And on a larger note, we're also going to keep on going with the adventures. Once Blood Ties, this series, ends, we're gonna move on over to Ego on Doug, which is a continuation, sort of the character that I had in the series Adventures at New Hope. If you haven't watched Adventures at New Hope, you should probably watch at least the last episode. Of that series to understand who Ego is when we get back to him. But that is not current right now. We still have 7 episodes left of Blood Ties. where my character is Robin Burley. But yeah, if you want to check it out tomorrow, be my guest. Feel welcome. You will be able to show up tomorrow and see the next episode if you want to. Yeah, you too, Lucas. Have a good night, and thank you for dropping by, man. If anybody wants to, my Discord is reachable through this link. That is where you'll always get the latest news and updates regarding the channel. And if you want to check out where I'm at with the retro games as well, the link to that Google Doc is down there. And that's where you'll be able to see where we're at with the retro games, where we've been, and where we are going. But yeah, I'm gonna do episode 28 tomorrow, so hope to see you there. Beyond that, I wish you a great Friday. And remember, guys, to stay safe, mind social distance, and always keep the retro legacy alive. This is EagleBite83 wishing you the best. Take care, good night, and goodbye.